Hi everybody, Bob with Knives Town here. Today we're taking a look at a Fallkniven knife. This is a very high quality, fine line of knives. If you're not familiar with this company, I would suggest you get familiar with them because they make some of the nicest knives out there right now. This particular model, if you can see that, is the SK6L, or perhaps better known as the Krut. And I think the Swedish pronunciation on that is Krut, like that, but we won't say it that way. We'll just say Krut. It comes with a black leather sheath, and it ships in bubble wrap, which we'll get to in just a second. Comes in a Ziploc, its own Ziploc baggie. That's nice. Keep the moisture away from it. Boy, that's a substantial sheath. Man, I can smell the leather from about my nose is about at least 18 inches away from this right now, and I can smell it strongly. That leather smell. What have we got here? It is a black, thick, double-stitched, riveted sheath. Comes with tie downs here. This is a it's like a wax lace. It's not paracord, but it's a kind of a wax lace, and that's to tie on your leg. It does snap. It does have two snaps here on the back, and let me get in on this a little bit for you because this design is a little bit unique. The belt opening here, it's kind of like a leather craft type of way that they put it together. Anyway, it's got, there you go. If you can see that, that's how you can put it on your belt. Obviously you can thread your belt through it, but if you don't want to have to take your belt off or whatever you're putting it onto, you can put it on this way, and then that snaps shut with two very heavy duty snaps. There we go. It does have a retention clasp here, and that again is heavy duty. There's the throat, and you can see they use a double layer of leather, to make it nice and wide. And there's a good shot of the width of that leather, nice thick. And there's the logo. That's a really substantial leather sheath. Very nicely done. Okay, taking a look at the knife. It does ship in bubble wrap for protection with a cardboard sleeve. There you go. That's just a beautiful knife. Just a beautiful knife. The technical specs on that, the blade is 6.2 inches, and that blade is made from a laminated cobalt steel. And I could give you the breakdown of the alloys, and maybe I'll put that in the underneath. But just suffice it to say that this is a high-end steel. It's a really nice, super sharp, super hard, high-end steel, high-performance steel. Really thick, a good 1/4 of an inch at least there. You can see that. The bevel starts at about the midpoint, and it goes down here to a convex edge. So there is no secondary bevel. It's just a hair popping. That is scary sharp. I'm not kidding you. That is just super sharp. Bowie's really got a Bowie look to it. It's got field use, hunting, camping, field use type of a look to it, and that's what it's made for. It's a very solid knife. The Rockwell hardness on that blade is 60, so it's a really hard, hard edge. Let's get a close-up on that edge for you. Oops. I don't know if you can see it or not. The laminate line is really almost invisible. I mean, it's just polished. The blade is polished so well. I mean, it's just, you can just see that, the polishing on it, and it's just so nice. That is a nickel silver bolster you're looking at there, or I mean guard here. The fittings, nickel silver. It's got a little bit of an upswept point tip there and a top swedge, and that edge is screaming sharp all the way up to the tip there. I'm just touching it very lightly. It wouldn't take much to cut yourself with that. You've got here on the handle curly birch. I like the figuring on that. You know, I mean, you could almost call this an art knife, but it's not. It's not an art knife in the sense that some, custom makers make art knives. But that doesn't mean it isn't a work of art. This is a nice knife that you would be proud to have. Nickel silver again on a butt cap there with a lanyard hole. It's got a little bit of a finger guard, finger groove here, and then there is a little bit of a swell there in the middle for palm swell. It's smooth. This is smooth, very polished and smooth, and you can see it's had just a slight coat of clear coat on it there, but it's not shiny. It's matte finish, which is nice. I like that. That's a little bit more tasteful, I think, than the high gloss. It's got the shield in there. It's on both sides. I don't know if I gave you a good enough look on that. See that? The overall knife is 10.9 inches. And I don't have the weight for you, but you can check the website. It would be on there. It's a very well constructed knife. It's a beautiful knife, but it's not, I wouldn't say, it's not a collector's knife. It's not in that price range, and it's not made for it. I mean, what you've got here is a full use field knife, and you're just going to be doing it in style. That's the bottom line. This is not a drawer queen. You're not going to just leave this to just collect dust. This is a using knife. Really nice. That's the Fallkniven Krut. SKU number is SK6L. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again.